guys, it's me, Desiree Marie, and I'm back here today to do another LOC CHAT Q&A. Now, I want to thank you personally, all of you all that have been commenting and just leaving your comments on the last LOC Q&A, because it was really great. That Q&A I feel like was a great informational video. If you didn't check it out, do check it out. I talked about the 7 ways that you can lock your hair, and I'm basically gearing these videos to people that have not yet locked their hair yet, or they're just looking for information about locks. I've been gearing, I geared that video, and I'm going to gear this video towards those people as well. In these videos, I hope to share information about locks and just the beginning stages and what you should expect. Just things to look out for, you know, because I know that before I started my lock journey back in August of 2016, I was looking for answers. The world of locks just opened up to me, and it was like a whole new world. I just wanted to know everything there was to know about what my hair would be doing, the different things that I have to expect along the way. You know, when you're excited about a journey, you want to know what you have in store, right? So in these videos, I want to be that help towards someone who's looking for answers. All right, and these are based on my personal journey, so don't think that you can't comment down below and share your journey, because that is what this is all about. Our channel is all about sharing, community, and encouragement. So if you all have any experiences that you'd like to share based on your hair journey, do let us know down below, as well as any questions for any further videos. Let us know down below so that we can answer them and make a video just for you. Alright, so in this video, as you've seen in the title, I'm going to be sharing my personal hair story. Now, I'm going to be talking about the very beginning until now. I'm going to be adding in clips and pictures, so you're going to see it all. It's going to be quite great. I think it might be a long video, so do get your popcorn, get your snacks, get your drink, whatever you got to do. And I hope that this is a great informational video to you. I hope it's encouraging. And as I reflect on my hair journey, I'd like for you to reflect on yours, because at certain points in our lock journey, we have to reflect, because if we don't reflect, if we don't think back, think about why and where we came from, we might not go the distance. If you want your hair to be a certain way and you're stuck in the middle and you're battling all of these questions in your mind whether or not you did the right thing, sometimes it's great to reflect and look back. So that's what this video is, just encouraging you to do as I share my story. So let's get on to the story. Alright, so my story is going to be from, so I'm going to divide it elementary school, high school, and college, because I think that basically defines the stages that I went through with my hair. Okay, so elementary school, right? My mother permed my hair for the very first time when I think I was about 4 or 5 years old. She said that I had the thickest hair. It was so unmanageable, and she did not know how to maintain it. It was just a lot. And as a parent, I'm not a parent, but I can imagine, as a parent, you're trying to do so much that hair really is it's not a distraction, but it takes a lot of time that you could be doing other things as well. So she couldn't deal with my hair, so she permed it. And I had beautiful hair. I think that was my favorite time with my perm. I had long, thick hair. It was so beautiful. She used to put it up in little bobos and clips. I would have bobos and clips and braided hairstyles, and I would just be so cute. I was so happy to have my hair nice and long. Anytime it was time to do my hair, I would be excited. I was very tender-headed, so it would hurt, but I was always excited. And then looking back at those pictures, I could see that my hair could have really reached a nice length had I had not damaged it. So that was elementary school. Leading into junior high, actually I'm going to talk about junior high as well. Junior high school, I started to do my own hair. My mom did my hair until I think I was about I'd say 12. She did my hair until 12, and then 12 years old I started learning how to do my hair myself, and this basically consisted of a lot of ponytails. Yeah, combing my hair and putting it back in a ponytail, which you already know that's not good, like when you overdo it. So I didn't really know how to do my hair, so I would just comb it back, put it in a ponytail. I didn't know much about maintenance, deep conditioning hair and all of that stuff, so my hair broke off. It broke off, and I ended up having to visit the hair salon. My mom took me to a Dominican hair salon that's really great. I love this place. She took me there and she asked them to trim my hair. Alright? She asked them to trim my hair after me damaging my hair. So I thought, okay, they'll just trim it. They'll just take off like an inch, and I'll still have long hair. You know, I'm going to come out with my hair flowing, and it's going to be still long because my hair is not that bad. Well, boy was I wrong. This was probably when I was about 12 years old. We visited the hair salon. They washed my hair, they set it, they put me under the dryer, they blow dried my hair, straightened it, and then the woman was like,
"You wanna trim, mommy? You wanna trim?"
And I said, yes, you know, that's what my mom said, and that's what I'm gonna get. So she pulls out these scissors, and she starts trimming my hair, and I'm seeing like long pieces of hair falling to the ground, and instantly my heart dropped, and I didn't know what to do. You know, I'm 12 years old. I'm here because my mom put me here, and I'm like panicking because she's cutting long pieces of hair, and I don't think at that moment I was looking in the mirror, but she was just cutting. And then when she was done, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I didn't cry then because I wanted to keep it together. I wanted to be respectful. I look at myself and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So my mom came and she was like, oh wow, you know, they cut a lot of hair, but you needed that cut because you had a lot of dead ends, and the woman explained that to me as well. And I didn't understand that because I'm thinking, well, you know, we asked her for a trim, so I thought maybe she would just take off an inch, and you know, why did we have to get rid of all of the dead ends? Like, why not just a little bit of the dead ends? The woman went ham on my hair, so I left there with my hair like up to my ears. It was so short, and I was so upset. I thought I looked like a boy. I was so used to long hair all my life, long, healthy, permed, long flowing hair. But now for the first time ever, I had short hair in a generation where long hair was like, so it was everything. Everybody had their, you know, shoulder length permed hair, and that was the thing at that time. But me, here I am with the short hair that, you know, it was so short. It was so short. And so my mom would give me headbands, and I'd have to wear headbands, and I thought I looked so stupid. Like, I wanted my long hair back. So I ended up visiting that hair salon every 2 weeks to keep it maintained. My mom said if I go every 2 weeks, they will help me grow my hair back. This is a great hair salon, and they use a lot of nice, you know, organic products from Dominican Republic, so I thought, okay, maybe they'll help me to grow my hair. So I was just really obsessed about growing my hair back, and eventually it did grow a little bit. It did. It did grow, so you know, I kind of got used to it, but I still kind of inside was kind of in conflict, and looking at other people's long hair and seeing that my hair was short. I kind of felt like a boy. I still felt like a boy, but eventually I got used to it because what do you do as a 12-year-old? You gotta get used to it. So, after junior high was high school. High school, I still was doing my hair. I mostly put my hair back in ponytails or played around with half up, half down hairstyles, and I tried to look cute for the most part. My mom, at that time, she wasn't locked. She was not velvet locks, okay? She wore a lot of wigs. She used to wear short hair, you know, cuts. But at this time she was playing around with a lot of wigs, half wigs, they used to call them falls, or like full wigs and stuff like that. So I really liked how it looked on her, and I think I was about 16, 17 when I started to wear my hair in ponytails. Now, if you guys don't know, ponytails were the thing. Ponytails were the thing. I don't think anybody is wearing ponytails anymore. I don't think anyone wears but ponytails were the thing. I would wear my nice long curly ponytail, put my hair back, ponytail, okay? So in high school, I wore a lot of ponytails, long ponytails as well. I did a lot of like center part and like brushing, and then I had like the long ponytail. So a lot of the times I was mistaken to be Spanish. So a lot of like, I went to a school where there was a lot of Hispanic people, and sometimes they would just come up to me and start talking Spanish, and I'm like, what? So I realized that I kind of look Spanish. I guess I would look at myself and think, I may look Dominican. So I kind of battled with identity crisis, because I began to want to look like the Spanish people in my school and want to look Dominican, and I would try my best too. I would always have my hair parted like the Spanish kids and gelled down to the max. I mean, God forbid there was any type of puffy hair or new growth. I would have that thing gelled down in my long ponytail, and I would try to make it look very believable, so that I look Hispanic. So I really wanted to look Spanish. I would look at the Spanish kids and everybody around with long hair. There were some black people as well in the school, but for the most part, I really loved the long curly hair, and I wanted it. So I imitated it, and I took on this identity like I'm Hispanic, I'm Dominican. And yeah, so I don't know what was wrong with me. Obviously I was going through an identity crisis, where I can't imagine how crazy I was looking, because I was slapping down that black gel down on my hair, and whoo, every day was a new load of gel. And my hair started to break, because sometimes I would put down the gel, sometimes I would keep it tight, I wouldn't even mess with it, and then the next day have, the same style. So eventually it would be rubbing up, when you tie it down and you lay down to go to sleep, your edges is, breaking off. So my hair started to break off a whole lot in high school, but I still kept with the ponytails, because I'm like, you know what? Why even do my hair in the first place? I'm going to be doing these ponytails. I had an image that I wanted to imitate, and that is what I was going for. And even if it was at the expense of my own natural hair, I was willing to take it on and risk my hair breaking off at the expense of looking a certain way. So at that point in high school, a lot of people were looking at me kind of twisted, because I didn't update my ponytails like all the time. So I remember, I think it was when I was a freshman, I had like this long straight ponytail, and eventually it got ratted out. So I thought that as it gets more old, it will look more like natural. This was a synthetic piece, by the way. It would look more natural, so I would wear that thing, and that thing was matted, and some people were like, talking behind my back and saying, oh my gosh, what's wrong with her? Like, that's not even her hair. So me, in my mind, I thought I looked the bomb, and that everybody thought that my hair looked real, and like I'm this Spanish mommy walking around here with long hair. But other people, if you wear ponytails, if you know weaves, you will spot that thing. But in my mind, I had an image, and that's what I was. I would do my eyebrows and have my, the gel. I would have my edges. Guys, if y'all think edges are laid today, please. I had like the U's all around. I was really going for that I don't know what, like that deep Spanish, Hispanic, like baby hair look. And I used a lot of gel for that. So as a result, my hair started breaking off. my edges were breaking off, but I didn't care. I didn't even care to wash it and maintain it. I just was doing I was just doing my gel, doing my ponytails, and like I said, it did break off. It did break off, and I then started to get a little bored with the ponytails. And like I said, my mom wore wigs. So one day I went into her room and I tried on one of her wigs. I was just curious. I just wanted to see how this wig would look on me. It was a half wig. You know those wigs, I don't even know if they sell them anymore, if people really even wear them, but they have clips and you use some of your natural hair to blend in so that you're not using all, like it's not a full wig, but you're using some of your hair. So I tried on her half wig and I looked in the mirror and I'm fixing it up and I'm like, wow, I like this look. Like, I like that I look, you know, I have long hair. I like how it looks on me. So I was just looking at myself on different angles. You know, in the bathroom, I had like 3 mirrors, so I kind of pulled 2 mirrors on the side together so that I could get like the whole panoramic look. And I was just really feeling myself, like, oh my gosh, this looks great. So I put it back in her room, and you know, she knows this. I told her that I tried it on, and I asked her, Mommy, like, I am 16 years old now, and I was just wondering, like, can I start wearing half wigs where I can still have my hair out in the front and it'll look natural, like, you know, I think that it would look nice. Like, I had to beg my mom to wear this hairstyle, whereas right now, kids is wearing, like, guys, kids are wearing full lace wigs, eyebrows, full makeup. Back then I had to beg to wear a half wig. So eventually she allowed, at first she was like, I don't know if this is the right thing. I think you should just stick with the ponytails and stay, you know, stay looking cutesy and young. But eventually she did say, okay, you can wear them. So that's when I started wearing the outre wigs. I started wearing the half wigs.
Hey guys, it's me Desiree, and I'm coming to you guys with this new hairstyle that I am wearing. This is called Line Girl, and this is the picture. This is wet and wavy, and the color is 427, and you can wear it as a ponytail or a half wig, but I decided to wear it as a half wig here because it's just too beautiful to like keep it in the back of my head. So here's the hair. It's beautiful. It's nice and wavy. It looks like braid out hair. You could see some of the 27 in it. It's like streaks of it, but it's not too hard and harsh. The hair is nice and soft, and you can just run your fingers through it. It's just so beautiful.
And I was getting like I started off with the short curly hair, and I loved it. I still did my edges. I still had, you know, the U loops going all around, and I still used that black gel, but I was just excited to have more hair out rather than just the ponytail. So as a result of that, also I did not wash, you know, I didn't wash my hair routinely like I should have, and my hair continued to break. It still broke off, it continued to break. The style was beautiful, but my hair underneath continued to break. Sometimes I wouldn't even wear a wig cap. Sometimes I wouldn't even braid it down. I would just have my hair back there. I would part, put it on, tighten it with the drawstring, and then have my hair out, and it would continue to break. It would suffer. It did suffer in silence, and I'm sorry, hair. So I wore hair for a long time, a few years. I even dabbled into lace wigs, which I never was really very comfortable wearing because I felt like it made me look a little older than I look, than I should look. It made it to me, it felt like I looked like I was in my 40s. So I stuck with the half wigs for some time, and I like to play around with them. I like to wear hats and stuff like that. I thought it was cute, but my hair did suffer. So now, after high school, we're now in college. In college, I still wore my half wigs, but one day, I was just wondering, like, what should I do with my hair? I felt like I had gotten a lot of damage still. You know, I was damaging my hair, and I saw the difference. Like, I would wash my hair, and I ended up having like this small ponytail, and it did bother me. Like, when I would put my hair, when I would want to put my hair back in a ponytail, and I would have like a stringy ponytail, and I would look in magazines and look at other girls and see that they had full ponytails and full hair. I wanted to know what was wrong with me, so I tried all of these remedies, things that I could do, products and stuff that I had laying around the house, and nothing seemed to happen. Like, nothing was working. So I remember I wore braids and stuff like that, but I asked my mom, I said, Mom, like, what should I do with my hair? Like, I was just talking. I didn't expect her to really answer me and have an answer, but I was just talking, and I was just wondering, like, what I should do with my hair. It feels like it's damaged. And she said, well, why don't you just go natural? I'm like, what? No way. Nobody was going natural at that time. It was not a big thing. It was not a big, you know, popular thing back then. I think this was like 2007, 2006, 7. And I was just like, what? I'm not going natural. Like, no way. I'm going to end up with short, nappy hair that, and it's not even cute. That's not even, I didn't think that was my style at all, because I was used to the long hair. So she said, why don't you just go natural? And I actually was very upset inside when she said that she would tell me that, because I'm thinking to myself, do you want me to look ugly? So, it did set in, and I did always remember that it actually that stayed in my head, like natural, going natural. And I'm wondering, okay, what does that look like? I didn't see a lot of examples of what that looked like back then. So I remember I looked online, and then I bumped into YouTube, and YouTube changed the game for me as far as my hair journey, because that was the first place that I saw people actually going natural. So I remember like typing in how to go natural and natural hair and stuff like that, and I saw beautiful pictures of women with natural hair and videos of women taking care of their natural hair. So I looked at these for some time, and the question in my head that the question that my mom asked me rolled around in my head, and then I started to consider it, and I said, you know, maybe I can transition, because I saw that a lot online where people transition from perm hair to natural hair. So they grew their hair out, and then they cut the hair. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll transition, grow a little length, and then I'll cut it. And I remember the year was ending about that time when I was thinking about that, and the question was just rolling around in my mind. And my mom was also considering going natural as well, because her hair was also suffering from the wigs and just all the products that we were using that were not healthy for our hair. So I think it was 2012. Was it 2012? I'll say it here on the video, put it here on the video. Towards the end of the year, we both just got very upset with our hair, and it's not until you get upset and mad that you really make a change. I saw my hair, you know, I was beginning to see that I would wash my hair, it would dry, and I would have more puffy roots than hair that was you know, I would have puffy roots and then like few stringy hairs at the end. Like, girls and guys, do you know what Cynthia looked like from the Rugrats? Just think about Cynthia, alright? That was me coming out of the shower, and I'm like, well, what is the purpose of keeping these stringy ends, these stringy hairs? Like, it makes no sense to even hold on to them. So I eventually got so upset with my hair. I saw that, wow, this is like not improving. I'm not getting thicker hair. Nothing is changing. So I told my mom, we communicated, and we decided the same day, look, we are cutting this hair off. So that was the day that we made a change. We took the scissors and cut off the permed hair, and that's what started our natural journey. So that was a new thing for me. YouTube, like I said, YouTube changed the game. YouTube helped me to understand how to do my natural hair. Me and my mom went to a lot of natural hair events, learning how to do our hair, seeing other naturals begin to pop up, and it was just a very encouraging time, because then we started to understand that we can embrace our hair. We can embrace our hair just growing out of our scalp. We don't have to put the unhealthy products on top in order to love ourselves. So that helped us to love ourselves a little bit more and get excited for our own texture growing right out of our heads. So yes, YouTube contributed so much. I was like addicted to the hair tutorials, like the 2-strand twist tutorials, the braid out tutorials, the bantu knot out tutorials, the this tutorial, the that tutorial. Every tutorial was relevant for me. I was watching every tutorial and I was just continuing to be very encouraged by the growth of the natural hair community back then. The videos, the love that that was in the natural community. And yeah, so I loved my hair. I still, every day was still a learning experience. I was still learning how to do my hair, even years later, still learning what exactly it takes in order to achieve the perfect twist out, the perfect braid out, whatever. And years later, I began to realize that in the summertime I would put in like the Senegalese twist, the long twist, and I like to play around with those twists. I love them because they gave me that length that I loved, and it showed me that I like to look bohemian. So I kind of played around with that until it became my just staple style. That in the summer I would wear my long twist. I would get like the number 27, which is blonde. I would play around with blonde and honey blonde and some highlights of brown and stuff like that. And I loved that look. That was my summertime look. I felt like I was glowing, I had my tan, my honey blonde hair. I love that style. I love to play around with it as well. I would get like some pieces of string and kind of braid it up inside of the hair. I would play around with different hairstyles. That was me. I loved that hairstyle, and I found myself doing that more than wearing my natural hair. When I would take it out, my natural hair, at that point I started to get tired of it. I started to get get annoyed instantly when I would take the braids out, because I'll be like, now what do? I have to wash it, I have to condition it, I have to detangle it, all of this shed hair, and now I have to put products on it, and the process all over again of achieving the perfect hairstyle and looking great. And it was just a whole lot of work for me. I started to see that natural hair was very high maintenance for my lifestyle and my personality at that point. I began to get frustrated with the hours of maintenance. Like, not only do you have to set your hair after washing it, but every day, like if I wanted to look great every day, I had to set it at night and hope for the best in the morning. And in the morning, I would never achieve the perfect twist out, braid out, bantu knot out. Very rarely did I. And I never achieved the place where I was confident that I knew everything there was to know about hair maintenance. I did do a few videos here and there on hairstyles when I first went natural, and if you go back enough in my videos, you'll probably see it. But as far as the maintenance, I never really got around to understanding. So I adapted back to putting in weave, but this time I did a lot of braids. I did a lot of the Senegalese twists, and I played around with that. I did some braids, but I loved the way that Senegalese twist looked on me. And eventually I started to realize that I liked this look, and every time I put in the Senegalese twists, I felt like a part of me came back to me, and that this is really who I am. Like, I like this style. I felt more like myself when I wore the braids in the summertime. So I as I'm wearing the braids, I was just thinking like it would just be great to always have these braids in and never have to take them out. And I think about that time my mom started her locks, and you already know, like based on my other videos, that the world of locks was shut down at that point. But when she started her locks, I saw her locks from the baby stages. I was still wearing my Senegalese twist, and looking at hers, it didn't look like anything yet because she was still baby locked. But when her hair started to grow, I started to look at her like, wow, these locks are beautiful, especially when she dyed them red. It looked so beautiful to me. And I remember one day she had me videotaping her hair, and I'm just looking at it like, wow, her hair is so beautiful. So I started to think about locks. I started to look on Pinterest and look on YouTube, secretly, but still thinking, wow, locks is such a commitment. Once you lock your hair, you'll never be able to go back, so I don't think I'm yet ready for that. But I was still admiring the way that locks looked. I looked at other people with locks, and I was just blown away. But I was still holding on to my natural hair, my loose natural hair, thinking that that's another world for me. Right now, I haven't gotten there yet. Maybe I'll do that when I get older, but right now, not now. I still wore my Senegalese twist, but then it occurred to me that locks is almost like a permanent way to have that look that I wanted. So then I started really thinking more about locks and looking at my mom's hair and looking at locks and getting very frustrated with my natural hair. I actually did a video about my natural hair. I was just so fed up with my natural hair. Never achieved any perfect style. My ends were also breaking off, so I trimmed them. I tried everything I could, but I just never understood my hair and how to maintain it. And I realized that that's not who I am. I'm not that high maintenance girl that buys a whole bunch of products and is always in her hair. And my natural hair took a lot. Like, my hair is thick, so my natural hair took hours to maintain, and I remember it would take hours, and then at the end of me doing my hair, I would be so frustrated and so drained, like as if I went to like a 9-to-5 job. And I realized maybe this is a little high maintenance for me. I'm more of a person that just likes to get up, do a few things and go. I'm not that girl that's looking for perfection at all times. So I realized that locks look a lot like the style that I like, which is the boho, the shabby chic, the hippie style, if you would. My sister even started calling me a hippie. And I realized, you know what, that is who I am. I'm a hippie. I love to just be. I like to be laid back. I'm happy. I don't like to do my hair all the time. I don't care for perfect twist outs and braid outs. Those tutorials actually started to get annoying to me. I'm just like, years later, like, these girls are still talking about the perfect twist out. Like, guys, how many videos do we need on the perfect this and that? So so fast forward, last year, July, I believe it was July, I said, you know what, Mom, this is it. I'm ready to commit. Whereas before I thought I would commit when I was like 50 years old, 60, I'll get locks when I'm 60. But I said, you know what, that day last year, July 2016, I said, you know what, Mom, this is it. I've seen enough YouTube videos, I've researched, I've gone on Pinterest, and I think I'm ready. I want to do locks. So I looked at the different methods and how to start locks, and I thought that braids were the best way because I wanted my hair neat at the same time, and I wanted, my mom encouraged me to do braids as well. So she installed my braids, and I was so excited. Like, I was like, yes, I have locks now. Yes, I'm locked. Team locked. Team locked. I feel so liberated. So I was excited for my braid locks. I really wanted, I would obsess on all of the videos about braid locks. What do I need to look for? What to expect? I talked to people that I knew with locks as well at my church, and they encouraged me. They said, great, you know, you're on the lock side, your hair's going to progress, you're going to love it, this looks like you. A whole month into my lock journey, my initial braid lock journey, I realized, even after talking to other people, that that was not the place that I wanted to start my locks, and that the way that I wanted my locks to be is just like the Senegalese twist that I used to have, like that puffed look, you know, the inflated puffy lock look, and I wanted thick locks too. So that's when, that was July, I washed my hair, realized that I still was not too happy. So then August, was it August? Yeah, August, the next month, one day I just said, I think it was 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, I said, you know what, this is not the way that I want to start my lock journey. And I'm only a month in, so I guess it's not too late to begin again. So I got my comb, I got my oils, and I started combing it out, taking it out, and I had my big curly natural hair again, and I washed my hair, and that was the evening that I started my 2-strand twist. And from there on, guys, I've been on camera, I've included you all with me on the journey. It's been awesome, and yeah, I tell you, I cannot see myself in any different way but with locks. I know eventually I'll probably get tired of it, but I'm excited and I have no regrets for locking my hair. Me personally, I'm not saying this story to kind of get people to be like, you know what, maybe I need to do this or that. Like, no, this is just a story, just my testimony. I wanted to share that with you all, that, you know, this is how I started, this is where I am today, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets at all. Like, locking my hair is the best thing. I'm glad that I redid my locks, I redid my starter locks and did 2-strand twists. And yeah, the rest is history, guys. You guys have seen me month to month, week to week. I'm on here every week talking about my hair and showing you all clips and stuff like that. And I have since developed so many friendships and actually gathered community of you guys. I'm so excited to have met a lot of you guys and talked to you, and just I feel like I have a new family here. Not that we're dividing natural hair from locked, but I feel like I've dabbled into a different part of being natural. I almost feel like I graduated. But that's just me personally. But I feel like I have like a family of you guys. I have a new family, and I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about my locks with you guys. I enjoy uploading. I enjoy my locks. So that's where I am today. That's where I came from. If any of you all were curious as to how I started and what made me start, that is how I started. That's where I started. Yeah, guys. So yes, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you were inspired or encouraged in some way. Let me know. Let us know down below how you started. What was your, I guess, tipping point or breaking point or whatever have you, your eureka moment where you decided that locks were the thing for you. Let us know down below. I'm so excited to see your stories and to share and communicate with you down below. But yes, guys, that is our lock chat Q&A, and I have another one coming up next week. So if you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you, girl? What's wrong with you guys? Subscribe to this channel. We have so much more content coming up. I'm so excited to share, so excited to build community with you all. If you have any questions about hair, also list that down below. We are a community. We're going to encourage you, and I will also upload a video just for you. So let us know down below, girl. And if you have not seen the description box, I do include an information area where you can contact me. I put my email down there, so if you want to email me, go ahead and email me. I would love to hear from you. But yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you were inspired, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.